Okay, these problems are about mid-segments, okay? Mid-segments are these lines that connect the midpoints of two sides. So this point is halfway in between this side, this point is halfway in between this side, and this point is halfway in between this side, okay? So let's see, in the diagram below of triangle ACT, D is the midpoint of AC, O is the midpoint of AT, and G is the midpoint of CT. So that's what I just said. Now if AC is 10, so this distance is 10, that means this is 5 and this is 5. AT is 18, okay, that means that this is 9 and this is 9. And CT is 22. So that means this is 11 and this is 11. Okay? Now, it also means that, see, this segment is parallel to this side, and this is called a mid-segment. This is equal to half the length of this side. So not only are these two things 11, but this is also 11. So not only are these two 9, but this is 9. And not only are these two 5, this is also half of 10, which is 5. So now we've figured out everything we need. What is the perimeter of parallelogram CDOG? So they want to know the perimeter of CDOG. So they want to know the perimeter of this parallelogram right here. So we just add up all the sides. We have this first side is 5 plus 11 plus 5 plus 11. And that's 16 plus 16, which is 32. So that's choice 3. Okay, make sure you put your name on these. The next one. Now these problems are all supposed to be about mid-segments, okay? In the diagram below of triangle ABC, D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of BC. So this is a mid-segment, all right? This is parallel to this side, and it's also half as long as this side. So which expression represents DE? Well, 4x plus 10 divided by 2, because this is half as long as this, right? So we want to divide this expression by 2 to get this length. And if you simplify this, you divide the 4x by 2 to get 2x, plus you also divide the 10 by 2 to get 5. So you got to divide the 2 into everything. So we get 2x plus 5. Okay? In the diagram of ABC shown below, D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of BC, and F is the midpoint of AC. So these are all mid-segments. If AB is 20, that means this is 10, this is 10, and this is 10. And BC is 12. That means this is 6, this is 6, and this is 6. And AC is 16. That means this is 8, this is 8, and this is 8. What is the perimeter of trapezoid ABEF? ABEF. I'm just going to highlight that so I could see it a little better. We go from A to B to E, and then back to F, and then back to A, the beginning. So they want to know the perimeter of that figure. Well, we just add up all the sides. 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus, and then this whole side is 20. So 8 and 10 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24, and 24 plus 20 is 46, which is not a choice. So what did I do wrong here? Let's see. 16. Oh. Let's see. AC is 16, so 8, 8, and 8. BC is 12, so 6, 6, and 6. And AC is 16. I did that. AB is 20, so 10, 10, and 10. So what is the perimeter of trapezoid A, B, E, F? That would be 8 plus 10 plus 6 plus 20. Oh, that's 44. I don't know where I got 46 from. 8 and 10 is 18, plus 6 is 24, plus 20 is 44. Okay? In the diagram below, segment DE joins the midpoints of two sides of triangle ABC. So that means that this is a mid-segment. Alright, it's parallel to this side, and it's also half as long as this side. And it cuts this segment into half, and it cuts this segment in half. So which statement is not true? CE equals 1/2 of CB. That's true. They're saying this piece is 1/2 of the whole thing. That's true. DE is 1/2 of AB. That's true. This is 1/2 of this. Triangle CDE is 1/2 the area of triangle CAB. That is not true. Okay. The perimeter of triangle CDE is 1/2 the perimeter of triangle CAB. That is true. The perimeter of this triangle will be 1/2 the perimeter of the big triangle, but the areas will not be a half. Okay, those aren't related like that. Okay. On the set of axes below, graph and label triangle DEF with vertices. D is -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. -4. There's D. E is at -2, 2. And F is at 8, -2. So, let me... Okay. So there I have D, E, F. If G is the midpoint of EF, alright, so I want to go in the middle of this line. So I go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I go to the right 10 and down 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So if I want to go halfway, I'll go to the right 5 and down 2. Right? That's half of 10 is 5 and half of 4 is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So here is where G is. And H is the midpoint of DF. Well, to go from D to F, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to the right and 2 up. So I'm going to go 6 to the right and 1 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 up. And that is H. So let's connect those two. So that's a mid-segment. Okay? It breaks these two sides in half. And this is also 1/2 the length of this. State the coordinates of G and H and label each point on your graph. So G is at 3, 0, and H is at 1, 2, 2, comma, -1, -2, -3. 2, -3. Explain why segment GH is parallel to segment DE. So since GH is a mid-segment, and mid-segments are parallel. Let me just check how I want to word this. Give me a second. And mid-segments are parallel to the side of the triangle. They do not bisect. So since segment GH is a mid-segment, comma, and mid-segments are parallel to the side of the triangle, they do not bisect, comma, GH is parallel to DE. Okay? And then we can go on to say they also have the same slopes. The slope of GH, segment GH, is I go up 1, 2, 3, so that's +3, over, and I go to the right 1, that's a +1. So the y direction is always on top and the x is on bottom. So my slope of GH is 3, and my slope of DE, so I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I go to the right 2, and that's also 3. Okay, so you want to show that work as well. Next problem. In the diagram of triangle ABC below, AB is 10, BC is 14, and AC is 16. Find the perimeter of the triangle formed by connecting the midpoints of the sides of triangle ABC. So this is like the problems we've done before. Alright, if we have segments connecting all the midpoints, then what we formed is mid-segments. And if this whole thing is 10, then we know this is 5 and this is 5. And if this whole thing is 14, then this is 7 and 7. And if this whole thing is 16, this is 8 and this is 8. And if this long side is 16, we also know that this mid-segment is then 8. And if this long side is 10, this mid-segment is 5. And if this long side is 14, this mid-segment is 7. So find the perimeter. It's of the small triangle now. They want the mid-segment triangle. They want the perimeter of that one. That would be 7 plus 8 plus 5, which is 20. Okay? In the diagram below, triangle ABC, DE is a midsegment of triangle ABC, and DE equals 7. If that's 7, we know that this is 14, because it's always half as long as the side that it doesn't touch. Alright, see how these two are parallel? Well, this is half as big as this. So if this is 7, this is 14. AB is 10. That means this is 5, and this is 5. And BC is 13, That means this is 6.5 and this is 6.5. Find the perimeter of ABC. Well, AB is 10, plus BC is 13, plus AC is 14. So that's 37. In the diagram below, the vertices of triangle DEF, here's DEF, this little mid-segment triangle, are the midpoints of the sides of equilateral triangle ABC. And the perimeter of triangle ABC is 36. Well, equilateral triangle, all three sides are same length. So 36 is the whole thing. If we divide that by 3, each side is then 12 centimeters. 12, 12, and 12. So this is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. Okay? That's a lot of 6's. So what is the length in centimeters of segment EF? Well, here's segment EF. Right? And it's 6. Okay, this is the last problem. Triangle HKL has vertices. H is negative 7, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. K is 3, negative 4. 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. And L is 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So that's H, K, L. We got to connect those dots. This is probably going to be similar to the other problem that we did on the graph, right? Because it has to do with the same topic, mid-segments. So there's not many questions. There's not many different questions that they can ask you about this. So the midpoint of segment HL is M. So if I got to go up 2 and to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then I got to go up 1 and over 6 to get to the midpoint. Up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could also probably eyeball it. So the midpoint of this is M. And the midpoint of LK is N. For L to K, I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and to the left 2. So instead, I'm going to go down 4 and to the left 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the left 1. So that's N. Determine and state the coordinates of points M and N. So this is just like the last problem. M is negative 1, 3. N is 4, 0. And justify the statement MN is parallel to HK. Segment MM is a mid-segment and mid-segments are parallel to the side of the triangle that they do not bisect. So you see how M bisects HL and N bisects LK? The only side they don't touch is HK, so that's the side it's parallel to. So segment MN is a midsegment, and midsegments are parallel to the side of the triangle that they do not bisect. So therefore, MN is parallel to HK. Additionally, they have the same slope. And let's prove that. M of the slope of segment MN equals, so to go from M to N, I go down 2, so that's negative 2, the Y is always on top, and I go to the, I go down 3. And then I go to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's positive 5. So that's my slope, that's my slope for MN. Now if I want to do the slope for HK, first I do my Y direction, that goes on top, and I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So negative 6 over, and I go to the right, which is positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and if I divide the top and the bottom by 2, I get negative 3 over 5. And I just showed that they're the same. Okay? And that is it for numbers 193 to 201, which is about mid-segments.